Hello everyone, Dan14 Prime here. I want to do a quick celebratory video here. If you follow me on Instagram, same handle Dan14 Prime, you would have saw in my story this past week I posted that I did finally reach my 100th order with Sideshow Collectibles. I had been watching that, but honestly I lost track of it, and it was getting to be a slow burn at the end because I had been buying from other places. But I did finally get there, and what a coincidence. Optimus Prime, this PCS statue here, was my 100th purchase. We'll go down a little bit of a memory lane tour here. You'll see an Optimus Prime collectible was actually my first order from Sideshow many years ago as well. So a great coincidence, but I found that very fitting all the same. And yeah, I thought for this video I'd just jump back to the beginning. Here you can see I've got 10 pages of orders. See what I've been buying all these past 5+ years. Alright, and there it is, August 18th, 2015, Hot Toys Optimus Prime Starscream version. That was my first order. Optimus is like my gateway drug to all things. First hot toy, first $500-ish collectible, first $1,000 statue. Popped all those cherries with some kind of Optimus thing. Some of these you can see are so old they're not even around anymore. Second order here was Darth Vader, Hot Toys 6 scale, A New Hope figure. I still have that figure actually. Still waiting for Return of the Jedi because I want to get all 3 of the original trilogy 6 scale figures in hand from Hot Toys. You can see here then I started to play around a little bit. I got the Sideshow comic book Deadpool 6 scale figure. Just wanted to check it out. It was something new and different from them at the time. I did not hold on to that for long. So here I was starting to dip my toe into the Iron Man game, War Machine Mark II. Didn't hold on to that very long either. Not the greatest Iron Man suit. Hulkbuster, I had it ordered, I had it paid for, and it went on a huge delay. For those that have been collecting for a while, delayed so long, I just forget it. I'll come back around when it comes in stock. Ultimately never bought the thing, so I canceled that one. And then a beaut here, my first Iron Man, the Mark III diecast. Crazy what these Iron Man suits are going for these days, but there you can see I paid $285 for that bad boy. Sold him a year or so ago as well. But you can see here I started to scratch the display itch. These Legend Studios lighted cases, if you've got a figure or two, really nice. I mean, they're pricey for what they are, but if you just got like a pedestal somewhere you want to put something, very, very nice. So I played with those a little bit. And then back into Hot Toys Star Wars there, got the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett Deluxe version. Must have been using some points or something. $196 for that one. What's that figure go for these days? And then finally here on this 10th page, the first page here, the Mark I Diecast War Machine, $378. Super crazy expensive for it at the time, January 2016. Still have that figure in the collection as well. Okay, start of page 9, Bvs Armored Batman. I still do have that figure. Not sure for how much longer. I think I'm going to get out of DC Hot Toys. Not because I don't like DC, I love DC, but actually I've elevated them to like statues and things like that. So I think carrying Hot Toys as well with them kind of becomes a little redundant, but holding on to them for the time being. Next there, again, missing photos. That would have been Civil War Captain America. Awesome figure. Don't have it anymore. In the original Ant-Man figure, I think still the best one. It's phenomenal likeness. It wasn't a full head sculpt, but the face, great likeness on that figure. Next up here, we're getting some figures I regret selling. Han and Chewie Tupac. I sold all my original New Hope figures. I said I'm going to collect Empire Strikes Back. I figured Empire would be coming shortly thereafter, and here I am. 5 years later, still waiting for that Empire, Han, and Chewie Tupac, so that was a mistake. Black Panther, I was in and out of that figure pretty quick. He got his own movie announced shortly after that, so I figured a new figure would be coming. And Civil War Captain Battling version. Very cool. I didn't hold on to that one. I kept the original figure in the collection for a number of years. They were very close to being the same, so I got rid of Battling. Next lot here, the original Deadpool figure. He was in the collection for a number of years. He's since been traded off for the Deadpool 2 figure, who's in the collection now. Green Goblin here. Still have that figure, one of my favorites, Spidey and Green Goblin. Great value. Jesus, look at that, $561. Jeez, you just don't see that much anymore. And here you can see I started to play with the Iron Man variant game, but then decided, nah, I don't want to do that. But it was the Mark 7 Sub-Zero version, it seems. Odd price, $17. I must have used a bunch of rewards on it, but ultimately decided I didn't want it. And then finally here on this 9th page, the big boss himself, the Iron Man Mark 6. Personal favorite armor of mine, and still in the collection, sitting right next to War Machine Mark I. Great figure right there. Moving on to page 8, BVS, Batman and Superman. Still have the Superman. Got rid of that Batman. I had like 5-6 Batmans in the collection at one point in time. I've skinnied that down. I think now I just have 2. As well as 2 Supermans. I'm still holding that one actually. I've got him fighting the Armored Batman that we saw before. And then here, Amazing Spider-Man. Premium format. Look at that, like $470. Great statue. I still have it. It's beautiful. You don't really find value like that. The lot sizes on that one were freaking enormous. I think 5,000 collector and 2,500 exclusive. So, big lot size, but it certainly helped with the price. There's some art prints here. I can never make up my mind with the art prints. Spider-Man and Green Goblin, I bought that. I don't have it anymore. I figured I don't like having the print in the statue. It's just like 2 of the same thing. It kind of looks redundant. So I don't have that anymore. I have the statues, and I have some different Spidey art up there. In a collection, Hot Toys Joker. Cool figure. I'll use his headshot for my Instagram profile at the moment. And then, again, one of the Batmans. This is the Arkham Knight. Looked beautiful, but crazy terrible material on the suit. Don't have those figures anymore. Next lot here, Batman Suicide Squad Batman is what that was. That is what was, from a shopping experience point of view, the rarest, hardest to find, and shortest lived Hot Toy listing ever on Sideshow. It was up for maybe 20 minutes. I happened to get the text, went out and bought it, and it was like literally gone in super short amount of time. I'm actually surprised the figure doesn't go for more on the secondary market these days, but it's a lot like the regular BVS figure, just different cape basically. At least that's the main thing you notice. So got rid of him and kept the original BVS for quite some time in the collection. Obi-Wan Kenobi, again, New Hope figure that I kind of regret at least selling so soon at this point in time. I would like to have him in the collection. Whether or not he would stay forever, I don't know, but given how slow Hot Toys is being with releasing, original trilogy figures as they work on all these, just everything else, it seems like it'd be nice to be holding him right now. And then Civil War Winter Soldier. I've since traded him out for the Infinity War version. We got Ben Kenobi though, $190. What's he go for these days? And then here, I do wish I had this figure still. Han Solo, the Stormtrooper disguise. Got rid of it because it was kind of hard to get a Luke one, even at the time. Super hard now, so I was figuring like, I'm not going to chase trying to pair those up, and it's no point in having just one. So didn't hold on to him too long. Age 7 here, starting off. A couple of art prints, again, that I didn't keep. They weren't going to work. Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine. There you got my Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Star-Lord Deluxe version. I still have him up on display with the Infinity War guys. Love that figure and pack out. Spider-Man Homecoming Deluxe, Ghost Rider, and a Voltron art print. All those have come and gone. You've got the Prime 1 Spider-Man 2099. Beautiful statue. I was really just tempted because it's just such a striking costume, such a beautiful figure, beautiful statue. In on it, and I said, I'm not that much of a Spider-Man 2099 fan, so it's not worth me getting into that just yet. So I canceled him. More artwork there. X-Men, and then Wolverine quarter scale. Still have that in the collection as well, the exclusive. And then here, way back in December of 2017, I purchased Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader, who from that point in time is still available at Sideshow. Now, granted, this one, came in pre-order, came in stock, sat for like 2 years, went out of stock for like maybe a few months. Prices jacked up, but they quickly followed with a 40th anniversary release, and he's still in stock. So literally, you're talking like 4 freaking years later, and you can still just go get that figure. That's kind of Hot Toys in a nutshell these days. That's why it's just not the same as it used to be. Age 6, Anakin Skywalker. Still have him in the collection. $150. Hey, that's not bad, right? How much you buying him for these days? Palpatine, got him in a collection still, in Empire Boba Fett, still up there in the Maji case. Justice League Superman, God, placed that order March of 18. He took forever to come. Wow. A couple Iron Spider, yeah, I bought 2. Got rid of 1, still have 1 in the collection. The original Return of the Jedi Luke figure, still have him, $200. Yep, good price there. Infinity War Cap, still have him in the collection, and Deathstroke, again, still hanging out. Eventually I'd part ways with him, but he's up there for now. And then finally, definitely one of probably the most beautiful and well done Hot Toys in my collecting time, and that's the Captain America concept art version. The lines on that figure, the profile, the physique, it's in that regard, it's the best Cap and one of the best looking figures. Fortunately, it's not your traditional Cap look, and you don't get a regular head sculpt, but for what they did with that. Really impressive figure. Page 5, halfway home, Anakin Darkside. Finally pulled the trigger on that. I kept it in the box forever. It's like, do I want to put it up? It's so much like the original. Then decided not to, and I'm not one to just hold things in boxes. If I'm not going to go on display, I get rid of them, so I got rid of that one some time ago before the price went crazy, unfortunately for me. Thanos, still got him up there, and Darth Maul with the speeder, he is up there as well. Infinity War Thor, Infinity War Mark 50 Iron Man, and Infinity War Doctor Strange. All up there on one shelf, little Marvel shelf in the Maji case. The accessory pack, I use it. I had higher hopes for it in terms of how much I would use it and do something with, but it's still cool. Just don't use it as much as I thought I probably would have. A Prime 1/3 Batman, got him up there. Again, not my first $1,000 statue. That was a different Optimus Prime statue. It looks like he's the first $1,000 one from Sideshow at least. And then Infinity War Mark IV. I think it's got to be like the top 1 or 2 figures of the whole Infinity War line. That's a phenomenal figure. Hot Toys most always take such special care with the War Machine suits. They're great figures. And then there is Deadpool 2, who's currently up there. Page 4 here, Iron Man variant Neon Tech. I kind of got sucked into the hype. I don't really buy Iron Man a lot anyway, and as you can see, I've not really bought many variants. I've been ordering them and canceled them. I followed through on that one, but I didn't hold him for long. Might have sold it straight away, actually. Batman Tactical Suit. Yep. Justice League, still got him up there. And Punisher War Machine Armor. Getting fairly recent now. We're getting into 2019. I expect you to have all these figures still. As you can see, my collecting over the years is kind of out with the old, in with the new. That's kind of what Hot Toys is all about for me. Pop culture, what's cool in the theaters now. And that's generally how I've liked to collect them, though it's getting harder and harder because now they sit at retail themselves for 2 years, like I said before, which makes it hard to get rid of them and get into the next movie. So I kind of miss the old way that used to work. Another big Prime One Piece here, Nightfall Batman, awesome statue. Definitely have that one still. And look, some of these things not delivered yet. So Endgame Cap will be coming any day now, right? So he's sitting there still. Justice League Aquaman, probably all-time worst Hot Toys figure I've ever held in my hand. I mean, and it was the body. The head sculpt's, good enough. But the body, oh my God, and the torso thing that they did reminded me more like a Square Enix figure than a Hot Toys figure. So I upgraded him later, you'll see. Superman Sculpt Cape Prime 1/3. Loving the price on that too. $1,100 there, maybe $1,1300 shipped. Still got him up there. Beautiful big statue. The Flash Justice League. And then that was the new Spider-Man there. Far From Home. I decided I'm not going to do Spider-Man and Hot Toys. That's what I decided there, so I didn't take delivery of that. I'm doing Spider-Man basically in statues because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Read about 7 omnis of his, trying to read Spidey, ASM, basically 1 through 300. Made a lot of progress. I've read the first 4 omnis, which gets you to don't quote me, but 140-ish. And then later I've read, Spidey Venom. I've read the McFarlane, if I'm saying that right, Larson. So those kind of got me 280 to 350-ish. So I'm just trying to fill in that kind of 140-ish to 280-ish gap. I will have done that. Iron Studios Bane exclusive. Little 1/10 piece. Very cool though. I like that. Page 3 here. Stan Lee, the Guardians of the Galaxy figure. Didn't really keep him much. The idea was cool, but I was like, I don't really have a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy, so what's the point of that? R2, and then Mark 85 Battle Damaged. Still waiting on him to come. A couple Stormtroopers there you can see. They're up there, flanking my quarter scale Vader at the moment. And my Optimus Prime metal art print. Love that thing. More Batman. Like I said, I had a lot of Batman. I've pared it back. That's the Justice League, kind of the regular suit version. There's our Infinity War Bucky. I mentioned I upgraded the Civil War. And then there is the quarter scale Vader. Awesome, beautiful Vader figure. And then here, the Joker One Bad Day art print. Okay, page 2, guys. Home stretch. Wolverine, Ben Oliver art print. Awesome. It's got like the Hawk reflecting in his claws there. The Alex Ross set with Gabi and Spidey. Got them up there in the Prime Pyre. Doing some gift cards here. I don't know, probably just redeeming something. There's a couple more as well. Cyclops. Glad I canceled that. I was like, do I want to get into X-Men? X-Men was like my jam when I was a kid. Marvel was X-Men, Spidey, Wolverine. I growing more into DC these days, but still hold on to Spidey. Glad I canceled that one. Smart move. It was just going to be a rabbit hole that I didn't need to go down, because I got other rabbit holes keeping me busy. Like that Prime 1 Superman there. That is an awesome statue. Injustice 2, beautiful deluxe. Love that statue. Bespin Empire Leia. And then, like I said, I like Spidey. I'm doing him more in statues. There's the Venom and Spidey maquette on order as well. Got the symbiote on order as well. I bet I've got it through like my local comic book shop on order. Saves some time, shipping, sales tax, things like that. So that's, like I said, I've been ordering a bit less from Sideshow these days because of advantages like that. And there's Daniel Bell's The Flash Premium Format. All right, page 1. Spider-Man art print. He's up there in the Prime Pyre. Hot Toys Spidey 2099. Got him up there, along with the Iron Spider as well. Again, I purchased that from somewhere else. The Iron Studios Doomsday. Love that 110 statue. Lots of great Doomsday statues out there. None of them do it like comic book style, like true, like late 80s, early 90s, when I was collecting comic books and reading that stuff, comic book style, like that Iron Studios one with the alternate head. Commander Cody, Yoda, that's the prequel one. And then there's the big boy, half scale, deluxe, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator. Will be my largest and expensive piece whenever it gets here. Unfortunately, I just got news it's delayed. So I think it comes like third quarter of this year. And yeah, that's such a big bad boy. I've actually been bleeding him through on a payment plan. Usually I do not do that, but not a fan of giving people my money before I get my stuff. But just want to smooth that one out a little bit for the wife, you know. Don't want to cause any shocks. So he's basically paid for now because he was supposed to be shipping right now. So just the final payment on him. Another weird gift card thing. Captain Rex. And then just went in on the Prime 1/3 Detective Comics, Jason Babek, DC Comics 1000 deluxe version. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put that. It's like 40 inches tall. So I'm going to need to make some choices here when the cases all get set up in terms of where I will be putting him. I do have a spot, but I kind of wanted to use that spot for that Arnold statue. But maybe I can put Arnold somewhere else. And then there it is. PCS Optimus Prime will be delivered in just a couple days. Comes Tuesday, I believe. And that's big order number 100. So pretty cool. Wanted to share that kind of history tour over the years. And as you saw, I mean, things come and go. Particularly Hot Toys, I'd say they come and go. Statues, I'd say I've yet to sell a statue. Not that I won't one day. Ultimately, eventually, space becomes your constraint, and you've got to do that stuff if you want to get new stuff or you see something else you like more. But yeah, a little over 5 years of collecting there in 100 orders in about 35 G's if you were doing the math. I actually thought it would be more. But that's because a lot of my collecting these days, as you can see, Prime 1 statues, you know, $1,000 pieces. But I've been buying those things from other places. GFX for XM statues, or Spec Fiction, Big Bad Toy Store for some other big statues. From Prime 1 directly as well these days. And again, the smaller retail kind of local comic book shop guy for most of my Hot Toys these days. So a bit less and less here at Sideshow, but pretty fun, pretty cool to finally hit that watermark, which again just prompted me to kind of go back and sort of look through the journey all these years. And 2021 will be a big year for the Prime Pyre. I've got my Manji cases will all be coming in, so I'll be able to get it all fitted out nice and really start to get things on display how I want. And then I'll definitely be due for another room tour of the Prime Pyre. So stay tuned for that. Hope the video was fun. Bit of history tour for you. It took me back to see some of those old figures over the years, especially when you consider how crazy like Hot Toys in particular is these days. So it's fun. But hey, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.